What is up, Hollywood stars? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing another look using the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics because definitely I needed to dive right into this one more time or 100 more times. But I definitely wanted to get another video up for you guys using this palette because it's just so amazing. So this is what I came up with. It's a really pretty artistic avant-garde look. So if you want to know how I achieved this look, which by the way was super easy, then just keep watching. And as always, don't forget to shine bright because it's slow Hollywood time. Okay, so we're going to be playing today with the Blue Blood palette once again because, okay, I literally did that one video and then I got super sick with the flu and now I'm like, oh my god, I need to like play with this some more. So we're gonna do like something with this palette and I'm super excited, so let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little spoolie, just anything would work, and I'm just gonna kind of brush my hair from my eyebrows upwards just so I can have a nice clean area to work with. So just like so. I'm next gonna dive into my Painterly paint pot. This is by MAC. And I'm just gonna add this all over the lid and up to the brow bone. And I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and just kind of really push this product into the skin. And that way it's nice and blended. Okay, for this look, I am gonna use a little bit of tape. So I'm gonna go ahead and just place them right here because I wanna have a nice sharp edge. So always remember to add a little bit of this tape in the back of your hand. That way it takes some of that stickiness away and then you can place it right on your eye. And then once you place it, it won't be as sticky and it won't hurt as much, I guess, when you take it off. So just like so. So I'm first taking a nice flat brush. This is by Morphe and this is the Morphe R42 brush. So basically just any small, more on the smaller side I would say, just a flat brush. Something a little bit bigger and a little bit puffy would not work that well for this particular look. So I think I'm gonna dive into this shade called Mint Tea. And it's this beautiful, nice mint shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this into my brush. And let me actually zoom you guys in. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start by placing this right here into the lid space. And I'm just gonna first build up the color. So we are only diving into that mint tea shade. Want this color to be very prominent. This is actually, I think, gonna be our focus. So the reason why I wanted to put the tape here is because I wanted there to be a very nice clean edge here. And so just kind of, so we're kind of sort of doing like just a nice blue crease without anything up here. Okay, so next, when you get to this part right here on the outer edge, you're just gonna build up the color and don't worry about going outside because you have the tape there, but we're just gonna sort of start creating a guide for us. So I think I want it to be right here. And once, I feel like it's easier when you start from outer edge and work your way inward. So now I'm just working on perfecting this crease right here. And you can definitely use a smaller brush for this if you like to give you a little bit more precision. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more of that shade and then I'm really gonna start packing it because I wanna make sure there's no empty spaces. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take this NYX liquid liner. This is the matte formula. I think they also have like a satin formula, but this is the matte one. So we're actually just gonna trace this outer crease right here from start to finish, inner corner to outer corner. And remember, we have the tape here, so don't worry too much about going outside. So it should kind of look like this. So I'm gonna move on and do the other side off camera, just so I can really look close into the mirror. And I'll be right back. Okay, so once you have outlined both creases with the black liner, then we're just gonna go ahead and take the tape off, and hopefully we will have a nice, crisp, sharp line. Ooh, perfect. For primer, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Optical Illusions Primer, and I'm going to be adding this all over my skin. And by the way, I really love this primer. It's so good. I still have to get the Facetune by Farsolli because that one was really good, but I need to save up for that one. And the Touch one's good too, but I feel like I really liked it at first, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I like this one better, I think. I'm going to go ahead and take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to my lashes. Okay, perfect. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could totally just leave this with mascara on, but I might add some lashes. I mean, I'm kind of digging the way this is looking, so I don't know. Maybe I might just leave it like this. Let me add another coat. Because I feel like sometimes lashes, if they're too big, it's a little bit hard to see what's going on in the shadow. So I don't know, I might just leave it like this. Okay, so for foundation, so weird, I thought I disliked this, but now I'm kind of loving it. So this is the Makeup Revolution foundation, so I kind of really like it now. So I'm gonna just add this over, and I feel like the color is really good too. So now I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend it all out. Okay, so for my concealer, we're gonna be using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Sand. I feel like I always say I'm not going to add too much concealer, and I always do. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes, and I'm going to be using a little bit of my Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Pound Cake. This is just her setting powder. So I'm just going to set a little bit under my eyes. Like, I literally don't add too much because I feel like there's no need. For the rest of my skin, I'm going to be using this powder. It's like the Bisou powder in shade 4, which is shade Sand. This one, my friend got it for me a while ago. I think these are from Mexico, but I really like this powder, so we're just going to use this one today. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and add this to the rest of the skin, wherever we didn't add the Huda Beauty powder. So now I'm going to bronze up my skin and also do a little bit of contouring. I'm going to be using my Hoola by Benefit, and then I'm using this angled brush. This is the Morphe R4 brush. I really love this, or this combo basically. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little brush. This is the M6 brush. This is by the Brittany Bear times Morphe little collection that she had. So I really like this for contouring the nose, which is what it's for. So yeah, I really like it. So we're just going to use this. Now I'm taking the other little brush that comes with it. This is the Morphe MO brush. And I'm just gonna sort of start to like diffuse this color in because I don't want it to be super brown. And then I'm gonna go back to the Huda powder And I'm gonna just pick up a little bit with the MO brush and basically just start to add it right here to the edges of the nose, just to make everything blend out. Okay, so let me go ahead and do my brows off camera and I will be right back to show you the rest of the face. Okay, so I finished the brows, so now I'm gonna move on to the blush, and I'm gonna be using this one by MAC. This is just in the shade Warm Soul. It's such a beautiful, like, neutral shade. So we're gonna be adding that to the cheekbones. So we're gonna be adding that to the cheeks. So I'm just taking this Morphe E34 brush and we're gonna be adding this all over. Okay, so actually I'm gonna do this little trick that I think I saw Jaclyn Hill do this, and I did it last time and I really liked it. So basically you just get some Fix Plus, you spray your whole face, and then you're just gonna take your beauty blender and bounce it all over. So everything can just melt right into the skin and look very flawless and airbrushed. So I'm gonna go ahead and spritz this. So you're gonna be sort of soaking, and then with your beauty blender, just start to bounce this all over. So basically once your whole face makeup is done, but minus the highlight. It just looks so good, like, trust me. Okay, so it's pretty much dried all the way. So now we're gonna move on to highlight. So we're gonna use this one by MAC, and this one is Show Gold. I love this one. It has little reflexes of gold and pink, and I think it's gonna look really good with this mint shade. So I'm just gonna literally, like, dip my brush in here, like, really good, and just start adding this to the high points. Okay, perfect. And now I'm gonna take the beauty blender one more time and just kind of bounce it under the edges so that it's not like a harsh line there. For my nose highlight, I am gonna go in with something a little bit less, like, dramatic. So I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Times Amrezy highlight. When I say, like, not as dramatic, basically I mean like something that's more like neutral-ish, not like pink. So I'm gonna add this to the nose. And then a little bit right here on the bridge. For liner, we're using this one by Marc Jacobs, and it's in the shade Deja Blue, which is literally this color right here. So I'm going to be using this little pencil brush. It's very small. It's by Morphe. I'm not sure the name of it because it totally worn off right here. But we're going to be using one of these. You can literally use anything that's small and precise. And I'm actually going to go into this blue right here. It's called Blue Blood. So I'm going to be adding this shade all along the bottom lash line. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to be using Collinon. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But basically one of my subscribers commented down below on my last video and said that it basically means a really big diamond. And also I think it's the name of a car, she said. So yeah. So we're going to be using Collinon in the inner corner. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of my MAC Show Gold and I'm going to be applying it right up here to the brow bone. Just to tie everything together. Okay, so I basically just added some mascara to the bottom lashes, and I think I'm not adding lashes because I kind of like the way this looks, you know, like very, very artistic. So for the lips, I'm going to do something a little bit more on the nude side. So I'm taking this lip liner by Morphe, and this is in the shade Makeup Talk. So it's a nice neutral, like pinkish brown shade. Okay, so I did sort of overline a little bit, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill them in just a tiny bit. No, this is actually such a pretty lip liner. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use this one by MAC. This is called Naturally Transformed. It's just a really like brownie nude shade. It's like, let me show you, just like this. So I'm going to add this right to the center of the lips. Okay, so it gives me like a really pretty ombre look. So I'm going to go back to the lip liner because I kind of messed up right here. And for gloss, I'm using this one by the Smarty Pants collection by MAC, and it's called I Am Too Smart. It's a really pretty gold reflex shimmery shade. Okay, and finally, we're just going to add a little bit more of Fix Plus. This, by the way, is the coconut, and it is my favorite scent. It smells so good. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this super cute avant-garde artistic look using the new Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to be part of this Hollywood star family. And with that being said, I will see you in my next video.